like fear of tombs with you.
What was that?
Nothing.
Malaga! Out!
This tomb is bigger than I thought. He has to be around here somewhere.
Won't budge.
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me.
You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
Socrates is one of the most frustrating people I've ever known. He just talks and talks and talks. And it feels like he asks questions just so he can continue talking and talking and talking.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him well.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I've always been curious. What does Socrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Socrates?
I've never met a man like him, and I don't think I ever will again. Every day with him is one worth waking up for.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. Not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them. I need to talk to them. Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Pay for that. Δώσεης κόρακας. Ιωνών κακών προϊστήμην.
Those priests must really want to hire the thugs and want to get rid of Socrates. Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Socrates. Τι τούτο? Πώς? Α!
Πού καλυφθές του προϊστήμην.
Maybe I can convince them.
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
Τούτο άδικον εστίν.
I've never heard the names you just mentioned.
It's never too late to learn. But even so, one doesn't need to know who they are to answer. Is it not a risk that wrong ideas will be passed along if a student doesn't have the wisdom to seek the truth?
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we only have ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystios. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, Would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you. There are few things greater than gaining the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
I should return to Socrates before the trial starts.
Πού να με πιστεύει τούτο.
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you being arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
I doubt it, but it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Go now! Get somewhere safe, Socrates. With the things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
Make way! resistance.
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates.
Until your return, Commander.
you came.
That's... am I...
Keeper, you have come far to meet me here.
Keeper? My name is Alexios.
Names change, but this task is eternal. You are the Keeper, he who keeps the Great Seal closed and the staff of Hermes Trismegistus safe.
Your voice. I heard it in Atlantis.
You remember. My name is Alethea. With the staff in your hands, we are now entwined.
Entwined? How?
I can now present myself to you in a form that you recognize. You must deliver me to the heir of memories. Even now, she watches us. When I speak to you, I speak through you to her.
None of this makes any sense, Alethea.
It will. In Atlantis, the Great Seal hid itself from Pythagoras. It wants to be opened, but not by him. Your task is to prepare the heir of memories to open it. Pledge yourself.
Where is this heir?
Not where, but when. She is yet to be, but even still, she is here watching us now.
Fine. I pledge to keep the staff until the heir of memories, whoever that is ready to take it.
All right. What did your diagnostics show you?
Elena's getting the results now.
It will take us time to analyze. For now,
Kyoshi, you cut out. You there?
another bug. I was saying, for now, try to relax.
Heir of memories. The Great Seal awaits you.
Victoria, did you hear that?
Nothing on our end. What did you hear?
Before there was radio static, like we were being jammed. But just now, I heard a voice. The same one Alexios heard in Atlantis.
Might be the bleeding effect. Like Kyoshi said, try to relax while Alana works on the results of the diagnostic.
Go to the Seal, heir. The Keeper delivered me to you. His pledge has been satisfied, and now I am entwined with you. Heir of memories, this is the Great Seal to Atlantis. It has waited long to meet you.
Victoria, Alethea's voice is coming through the staff. Victoria?
The interloper can't hear you now.
You're scrambling my comms? Focus, Layla. You're not going crazy. I think that memory... If it wasn't an Animus malfunction, Alexios was the Keeper holding the staff for... me? And somehow the staff has been equipped for audio transmission and is connected to this seal. These symbols... It almost looks like a locking mechanism.
Name these symbols in order, and at long last, the seal will open to the Heir of memories.
Okay, talking stick. But which symbols? And in what order? There must be some way to know.
The Keeper kept this riddle and more in his mind.
Altair 2. I'm going back in the Animus. If the signal gets through and you can monitor my vitals, great. If not... well, you've earned one free I told you so.
Keeper, our task is to guide the heir of memories to the symbols. A man called Theras knows of their whereabouts.
Theras? The guy who helped get Phidias out of Athens? Is that why you've brought me back to this place?
Here, the role of the Keeper bound itself to you, though you didn't know it yet. Now, to uncover the truth, we must go to Theras.
How will I know this heir of memories when I see her?
She will come to you. The end of your journey is in the Hall of Atlantis, where her true journey begins.
I don't understand who the Keeper is.
The Keeper isn't a person, but a task. And it is yours. Pythagoras held the staff to exploit its power. The Keeper's task is to restrain it and protect it from the hands of corruption until the heir of memories appears.
Who or what are you?
I am Aletheia. Pythagoras called my people the ones who came before, but we are the issue. Like you, I invited rebellion into the world, though there were complications. I replicated my consciousness in the staff of Hermes Trismegistus so that I can speak with you and the heir.
Theras could be anywhere now.
What I know is that he was brought to Seriphos, but be careful. He went against his will.
I'm going to find Theras. I guess you're coming with me?
Our tasks are the same.
Layla, come in.
Alana, is that you?
Two things. Something's been interrupting our comms, which explains why we lost your vitals. Kiyoshi is looking into it.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's the staff.
Nothing sounds crazy to me anymore. Still, I'd like to verify. In other news, your Animus is definitely bugging out. Victoria is yelling at her monitors in French, and frankly, I'm not sure what you're doing is safe.
You call that yelling? Layla, the Altair 2 is moving into position. We're gonna ask that you come up for air while we take a look at it.
I can't do that, Vic. Alexios is looking for Theras who might know how to unlock the Great Seal to Atlantis.
The what? Layla,
Theras was a friend to Phidias. I'll let you know more as soon as I get answers. Layla out.
I don't know any more than Phidias did. Please, stop.
I want to stop, but I can't. Not until you tell us where you found these symbols in Phidias' workshop.
Leave him!
Eagle Bearer, I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
Are you all right?
It's nothing compared to what they did to poor Phidias. Did you hear?
Viras, I need you to think. I'm looking for the location of some symbols. I can't explain why, but you have to help me.
I was exploring the tombs of Agamemnon, Eteocles, and Orion. I'm a traveler like you. I found the symbols and etched them onto parchment to give to Phidias as a gift.
Where were these symbols?
In Argolis, you'll find one in Agamemnon's tomb. Eteocles' tomb in Attica is where I found another. The final one I found in Viotia, deep in Orion's tomb.
What did you hear about Phidias?
Rumors now. A woman in gold came into his workshop, tortured him, broke his hands. His body was too destroyed for a proper burial.
You need to find somewhere safe, Viras. You can sail with us on the Adrestia.
I would be forever in your debt. Take this map. It's rough, but it's the best I could do. Here, Eagle Bearer, and thank you.
I'm looking for...
You! Stentor?
Oh! Malakas! I'm here to help, you idiot!
Not after Megaris. Not after what you did.
King Archidamos of Sparta sent me to aid you in securing the region.
This is how much he trusts me. He put his faith in a fucking mercenary! The gods are punishing me with your presence.
If I was your punishment, you'd already be dead.
Why have the king sent you?
King Archidamos sent me to conquer the Viotians, since you clearly can't.
And yet he sent me a single traitorous mercenary.
I'm here on business. What's going on?
Everything is fine. The Viotian rebels are a problem, but nothing we can't handle.
What is the Spartan army doing in Viotia?
We sieged Athens, but Cleon took power and pushed us out. Taking Viotia will weaken his position. The wolf was gone. I was needed. I couldn't abandon my men.
You should thank the gods that I've come to help you.
The only reason you're still alive is that writ you carry. You're not an ally, just a weapon.
Then put me to work.
You're not up to the challenge.
Try me.
There are 4 Viotian champions fighting for the Athenians. Aristeos, Yanira, Nesea, and Veragon. Think you can kill them? I'd like to see you try.
I told you we could work this out. All right then. I'll find these champions and put an end to them.
I doubt it will be as easy as you think. But I'm relieved to see you can follow orders.
Where will I find these mighty Viotians?
I only know of two. There are reports of Aristeos occupying the military fort of Gela. Nesea was last seen in the forest east of Thebes.
I thought the Viotians hated everyone. Why are they working with Athens?
They see both Sparta and Athens as enemies. But Athens got here first, and they agreed to a temporary alliance.
What's so great about these champions? They're just 4 people against the Spartan military.
Sparta has its army, and Viodia has its legends. And they're a symbol of what this place used to be.
The sooner I get this done, the sooner we take Viotia for Sparta.